What's going on, guys? Mcskillet here with another CSGO video, and today I'm be making a video on all the different main ways that people have made profit off CSGO skins. I'll be trying to cover which ways I think are the most effective, which ways are the riskiest, and which methods I would not recommend and stuff. So I'm going to be going over pretty much all the main ways that people have made a ton of profit off CSGO since the release, and methods that people still do to this day. So let's get right into the first method. Now the first method I'll be covering in this video is betting on pro teams. You can do this on csgolounge.com, of course. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this. Basically, you can bet any skin you have that's worth less than $75 that is tradable, and you can pick which pro team you think is going to win the match. And depending on the odds of that the team has of winning, it will affect how much profit you get. So if a team has lower odds, you will get a lot more profit if that team ends up winning. I'll look at another match where a team has a much lower chance according to the stats on here. If we look at this match right here, Mcskillet has an 82% chance. I don't know if their opponent's been announced yet, but there's a lot of teams that only have like 20% or less of a chance to win a game. So if you bet on that team instead of basically the underdog team, if you bet on the underdog team, you could actually get a ton of profit. You'd get $4.39 for each dollar you bet, so I would get $94 if I bet the skin, and Mcskillet ended up losing. Now, one of the most effective ways of betting is to put low bets on on matches that have some potential but really low odds. This way, you don't end up losing too much, but if you end up winning, you can make an insane amount of profit. This is what my friend Noobrage does. He has a massive inventory built entirely off betting. As you can see, I think this is his biggest win, I believe. I was looking at his profile. As you can see, you can look at the return. That is what he put in, and then 1 is all the stuff he got from the bet. So that is pretty insane right there. And I'll put Noobrage's channel in the description. He's got some pretty good betting guides on there. I'm not an expert at this stuff, but he definitely is, so you guys can go check him out. Now the next method I'm going to be going over in this video is investing in certain items. There's been several stickers and skins for CSGO that have gone up in price an absolute ton. One of them would be the Titan Holo, as well as the iBuyPower 2014 Holo. Pretty much all of the 2014 Holo stickers have gone up in price a ton, mainly because you cannot get these anymore. The sticker capsules are no longer dropped. And there was also the HAL, which of course has gone up in price because the skin was contraband due to stolen artwork. So I've known some people that have built their entire inventory just because they had a couple stat track HALs before when they used to be really cheap, and now those are worth over $1,000. And even the non-stat tracks have gone up in price a ton. As you can see here, this is the minimal wear one, which can still be sold on the market, but around the max price, so a very expensive skin here. And some other skins simply go up in price because they've been in the game for so long, and you can no longer get them, such as the Glock Fade. As you can see, this used to be only like $10, and now it's $200 because the operation where you could get these is now over, so you can no longer get a Glock Fade. So a lot of people have made a lot of money because they had certain items when they were cheap, and now they're worth a lot. It's kind of hard to actually predict which items will go up in price because you never know if Valve's going to put them back in later operations, because they put like the Masterpiece and Dragon Lore in the night in the new Bloodhound operation as a potential drop, which causes those to not rise up in price anymore. But if you're able to predict which skins will go up in price a lot, you could potentially make a ton of money off investing in CSGO items. Now the next method I'll be going over is jackpotting. Now you do this on sites like csgojackpot.com, csgofast.com, or CSGO Shuffle. There's also some other ones. But basically, you put in skins, and the amount you put in gives you the more skins you put in, the higher % chance you have of winning. So there is some people that have made an insane amount of profit on here, as you can see on the CSGO Fast leaderboards. These people have built their entire inventories just off jackpotting, but I mean, it's all luck based in the end, and a lot of these guys could have easily lost pots. But there's basically 2 ways you can go about doing this. You could snipe pots with insane amounts of money, which is I think a lot of the big guys on CSGO Fast do. But there's also some people that have gotten really lucky on here and won massive pots by only putting in like $13 and winning $5,000, as you can see in this screenshot here. So it's all luck based. You could potentially get screwed, like the people that put in $1,000 in this pot and end up losing, or you get extremely lucky and make a lot of profit. So this is very luck based, and I wouldn't really recommend this because unless you get really lucky, you could lose a lot of skins, And so that is jackpotting, a very risky way of making profit, but some people have made a lot of profit doing this. Now for method 4, it's going to be buying quick sells then reselling them for full price. Now if you don't know what a quick sell is, basically if someone wins a lot of skins betting or in a jackpot or something, they want to get rid of all their skins as fast as possible to get them into keys, so they will sell all their skins for around 85% of the market price. So basically what you can do is you could simply buy these skins and then you could resell them for the full price that they are worth on the market. You could try to trade them to people for the full amount of keys. Some people do this method where they like sell them on the Steam market, but I don't really know if that's too effective anymore ever since they added in the 7-day limit when you buy an item. But you could try to buy quick sells and then trade them to other people for the full price, so you'll be making a little bit of profit, and for more expensive items you'll be making a good amount of profit. But sometimes those items are sort of hard to trade. So that's basically the quick sell, buying, and then trading method to make profit off skins. Now the next method I'll be going over is something that I don't condone the use of, but it's called market botting. Basically I did an inventory showcase like a while ago, and this guy just had the most insane inventory ever. But later we found out this guy does something called market botting, of course, which basically the reason he has all these items is because he has a bot set up to buy items that shouldn't be listed on the Steam marketplace. Basically instantly when they're listed, so no one else can buy them. So a lot of people aren't very smart and they list stuff like Karambit Marble Fades, Stat Track Karambit Marble Fades, and that stuff on the Steam marketplace, even though they're worth way more than what they can be sold for on the Steam marketplace. They need to be traded for keys and stuff, of course. But basically this guy has a bot set up to instantly buy those items, and then he can easily resell those for keys or PayPal money to make infinite profit pretty much. But this guy actually got trade banned, so I think this is against terms of service. Pretty much everyone in the community didn't really like this guy for doing this, so I wouldn't advise doing this. I don't really know how you do it, but basically he has some sort of bot set up to buy these items from the Steam marketplace, and of course he is trade banned, so very sketchy method here, but I thought I'd just cover that for the video, and let's get into the next method. Now the next method I'll be going over is one-to-one trading. Now this is really hard to pull off these days because people won't usually accept your trades if it's worth anything less than their item. Basically people try to, there was someone that did something called nothing to a knife. I'm sure most of you guys have seen that video because of how many views it has, but it basically consists of a bunch of one-to-one trades of items that are just worth slightly less than the other item. But I mean, a lot of people were like inspired by this, and now like everyone on CSGO Lounge is kind of trying to do that. So they usually won't try to accept your trade if they actually lose any profit on it. So I don't really know if it's still possible to pull off a nothing to a knife to this day, but some people could still try that, and definitely did used to work a lot in the past. But that's the one-to-one trading method right there. Now the final way that people have made money off CSGO skins is from case openings and trade ups. Now case openings are very risky. If you guys saw my case opening challenge video, my friend Shane actually didn't get anything except blues and purples and one battle scarred pink that was worth $2. He didn't get any skins from his case unboxing that was worth more than a key. As you can see, all these blues right here. So I think more often than not you will lose a lot of money when you open cases instead of actually gaining money. So it's a gamble because there is a chance of you getting a knife, which could be worth a fortune, but I mean there's a very, very low chance of that actually happening. So this is basically just like the slot machines at a casino is how I would say case openings are. It's actually exactly like a slot machine. But you could also do trade ups. I've actually made, there's some trade ups where there's a low risk, high reward. I'll name one because I kind of discussed it in another video, the Poseidon trade up, for you do half factory new purple skins, and then 5 field tested or minimal wear Chronos snipers, whatever are cheaper. Sometimes that trade up can be very cost effective because you almost triple your profit with that. I'm not going to be going over any other trade ups because if I go over those then people will buy all the skins and they won't really be profitable anymore. But you guys can look at CSGO Stash and look at the different collections on there to try to find trade ups where you can make profit. I also have 2 videos on how to find the condition of the skin you'll receive in a trade up. You could study those videos and you could basically figure out, since you can actually find the condition of the skin you'll get in a trade up before you can do a trade up, so you can use that to try to maximize the amount of profit you make. So I definitely recommend checking out those videos, and that is the final method to make profit off CSGO skins. Now before the video ends, I'm going to sum up each of the different methods of making profit and give the main facts about each of them. So for team betting, I would recommend heading over to Noob Rage's channel. I'll put his link in the description. He's got really good guides on there, and he's got really good predictions. And his betting strategy is probably the best. I mean, he's made $25,000 off it, so he definitely knows what he's doing. Now, for investing in CSGO items, it's really hard to predict what is actually going to go up in price. Now, stickers from the tournaments, those will never be dropped again. So if any cool stickers come out at like the next Katowice tournament or whatever, you could try to buy a bunch of those. The holos, if they look pretty cool, they might go up in price a lot in the future. But I know the 2015 ones, they look kind of lame, so nobody really wants those too much, so they haven't really gone up in price like the 2014 ones. And you don't really know which skins are going to go up in price, because a lot of times Valve will re-add skins back into the operation, where of course the operation is where you get like one weekly drop, and you could potentially get like a Dragon Lore or a Masterpiece, and those were actually just a Masterpiece and a Dragon Lore. Those are going up in price a lot, but they were recently added back into the operation, so you can actually get those again now, so they're not as rare as they were before. But the next method, the jackpot betting, very risky. Wouldn't really recommend this because you could lose a lot of skins and a very low chance of you actually making tons of profit on here. And now for the buying quick sales and reselling, this is a stable way to make a small amount of profit. You can't really make too much profit doing this unless you're doing it pretty much all day. But you can try to do this a bit to try and make some easy small profit with keys or PayPal. PayPal trading is always pretty risky though. There's some guides you might want to watch on that to make sure you don't get scammed. But for market botting, it's not really a method. I just wanted to cover that because some people have made a lot of money doing that. Don't try that because you can get Steam banned from it or whatever, and a pretty sketchy way to make money. So don't try to do that. I don't think you can get away with that anymore. And now for the second part of methods, trading up, the one-to-one trading up, whatever, nothing to a knife, that kind of style of trading. It's very hard to pull off these days. So I don't really know if you're still able to do this. You could try, but no one's going to really accept the trade if they're losing any money these days. Now for case openings, just like a slot machine at a casino, you'll pretty much always get something bad, but there's a very, very low chance of you winning the jackpot and getting a knife. Now for trade-ups, I'd recommend watching my condition videos. I have a lot of videos that will help you predict what you can get in a trade-up. And there are some trade-ups that are pretty profitable. There's a few guaranteed profit ones. Sometimes it really depends on how much they're being sold for on the market, but you want to look for cheap trade-ups pretty much that have a really high reward compared to how much it costs to buy them, and you definitely need to look at the condition videos in order to determine that. Now I believe I've covered all the main ways that people have made a lot of profit off CSGO skins. If you guys know anything else, feel free to share with me in the comments, but that's just about it for the video, guys. I hope you guys liked this video because it took me a while to make. Make sure to check out Noob Rage's betting guides if you're interested in that, and my trade-up guides if you're interested in the in-game trade-ups. But that's just about it for the video, guys, and I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.